Welcome, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining us here today at the Magical Mansion. Hey, thanks a lot, Scallion. Do you know what we're going to talk about today?
Are we finally going to finish Transurfing Reality?
Yes, we are. Well, we won't finish, but we'll continue. How's that?
Excellent.
All right, so we are going to pick up our book study of Transurfing Reality by Vadim Zeland, and we are on chapter 4, which is about balance. And I know, Scallion, a lot of people think that means like a life balance, like don't work too hard. No. We're talking about the awesome and amazing power of the universe to balance things, whether you like it or not. It will find a way to put things in balance, and ways you can work with the universe to help that rebalancing happen in your favor.
Excellent.
Yes, so get ready, because we're going to talk about the power of the universe to balance things out. The universe is on a
never-ending quest
to achieve balance. So get ready, we're going to learn all about it today, and hey, we might even have a giveaway.
Sounds like fun. Stay tuned.
How can you achieve a state of balance in which you combine the decision to have with the abandonment of direct action? The answer is obvious. You have to maintain balanced intention, which means to want without desiring, to take care without worrying, to strive without being distracted, and to act without demanding. Balance is destroyed by the excess potential of projected importance. As you already know, the more important the goal, the harder it becomes to reach. All right, today we are going to be talking all about Chapter 4, balance, and the ways the universe will achieve balance, whether you like it or not. So let's dive right in. Chapter 4 in Transurfing Reality by Vadim Zeland. This chapter is chock full of interesting ideas, so let's get started. First of all, we kick it off with the idea that excess potential is created only if you attribute significance to an evaluation. What does that mean? Well, think about it. We evaluate everything as we go through life. Situations, people, everything. If you attribute undue significance to how you are evaluating things, you create excess potential. It can be positive or negative. And excess potential grows if your evaluation is distorting reality. Sometimes we just perceive things in ways that aren't very realistic, and that causes the universe to be out of balance. The action of balancing forces is always directed at eliminating excess potential, so we do not want excess potential in our lives. It means we're just heading too far in one direction or the other, and we're causing the universe to be out of balance. The action of balancing forces is often the opposite of the intention that created that excess potential. So you think you want one thing, but you get the opposite. Or you say to yourself, oh, I don't ever want that thing. And then that's exactly what you get. In our episode on pendulums, we talked about giving yourself out for rent. Don't buy heart, soul, and spirit into every single thing. But when you are giving yourself out for rent, activate your secret special inner overseer who looks after you so that you can navigate through all these things perfectly. couple of things that we learn in this chapter are to avoid being discontent and to avoid condemning things or people, because discontent and condemnation always turn balancing forces against you. So don't be negative, don't be a little naysayer. It is necessary to replace your negative habitual reactions with a more positive one. Unconditional love is admiration without the right to possess or worship. Setting terms and comparison produces dependent relationships. So you really want to avoid putting conditions on things and comparing one thing, one person, one situation to another, because it produces unhealthy dependent relationships. And of course, you know that unhealthy dependent relationships create excess potential, which throws the universe out of balance. For love to be reciprocated, you have to abandon the right of possession. We had a little saying back in the 70s, if you love something, set it free. If it returns to you, it is yours. If it doesn't, it never was. Kind of applicable here. You will definitely have to pay for certain prideful sins like contempt and vanity. So when you look down on other people or you think too highly of yourself, the universe will definitely whack you in the back for that. So free yourself from the need to confirm your superiority. You don't have to let anybody know you're better than them, because frankly, you're probably not. And remember, striving to hide your flaws only has the effect of showcasing your flaws to others. You have to trust that any inferiority you have is compensated for by the many wonderful virtues you have. We all know somebody who may physically not look like the prettiest person on the planet, but they're somehow wildly attractive and successful. The more importance you attribute to a goal, the less likely that you will reach it. That's a big point in this chapter. You don't want to get hung up on, oh, I have to have this, or I have to get that, or I have to achieve this, because the more hung up you get on it, the less likely you are, or the harder it will be for you to get there. Desires that are free from potentials of importance and potentials of dependence will be fulfilled. So don't get hooked up on anything being too important. Don't be too dependent on any one thing having to be the way it has to work out. I have to have this person or that job or live in this house. You really don't. There's a number of situations that could work out well for you. Say no to feeling of guilt and the need to justify yourself. Just allow yourself to be you, and that will help you avoid the feeling of guilt. No one has the right to judge you, and you have the right to be yourself. And as far as money goes, money comes on its own as an accompanying attribute on the way to your goal. So focus on your goal, not the money. Don't think I need a big bag of money because I want to do this, this, and this. Just think about doing the things you want to do, and the universe will send you the money you need. Greet money with love and attention, and part with it without regret or worry. Allow the money to flow in and out of your life. Having said no to inner and outer importance, you get the freedom of choice. The importance that we attach to things is the only obstacle on our path to fulfilling all of our desires. You can only get rid of the obstacles in your life by reducing their importance. You cannot really overcome obstacles. You can just reduce their importance. How do you do that? You care without worrying. Well, I hope you learned a little bit more about how you can help work with the universe rather than against the universe, and help keep things in balance for you, and help you work with the pendulums, work with the universe's
never-ending quest
to achieve balance, and to make all of these things work in your favor to help you achieve a favorable timeline for yourself. Find yourself living the life on the timeline you want to be on. Remember, you get to choose. And we have another exciting giveaway. We haven't done one of these for a while. We have a $50 Visa gift card, and somewhere in this episode, we have hidden the card number and the CVC security code. Find that and be the first one, and you get to spend it. Good luck! And of course, don't forget, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time with us here today at the Magical Mansion. And don't forget, if you had fun, if you helped get your life in balance, give us a like, subscribe, or check us out on Instagram. And we'll see you back here next time. Maybe we'll even be talking about Chapter 5, which is our final and concluding chapter for this book study. So check it out. We'll see you then.